Next up, we have Wake from the Mirage from the Punishing Grey Raven soundtrack. And it says Ghost Final and Pulley Blue. Once again, everybody, this is a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician and composer, and my objective here is to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what is happening here, musically. So, if you like the sound of that, make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever channel you use, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member. Once again, everybody, don't forget to join the Discord server, the gaming channel, how to request songs if you're not on the live stream. I have a spiel for this and a bunch of other things at the end of this video, so stick around for that. Disclaimers showing on your screen right now, so go ahead and pause the video to read them in full. Otherwise, please be patient with me. I am acoustic and guitarded, so please keep that in mind. With that, let's do this. Wake from the Mirage. Let's go. Billy. Kuro Games. Okay, there we go. Okay, so Britney Spears influence aside, we start with two main elements. The first bit that was like sound of footsteps that I don't think that was related to the song itself. We start with two main elements. We start with a synth giving us a very lovely melody, and then we have vocals. We have, I think, two layers of vocals doing what is called harmonization. So harmonization is when you take a melody and you put another melody on top of that. That is doing the same thing. The full term for this is counterpoint parallel motion, right? So counterpoint being the study of melodies, how they are, how they develop, how they interact with one another, usually measured in motion, and parallel motion, usually in thirds or sixths, is when you have this. So parallel motion, as I said, is when you have more than one melody playing the same thing at the same time. So let's say you could have it in octaves. You could have it in fifths, or you could have it in something like thirds or sixths, or that kind of thing. You're doing the same melody just from a different starting point. And then we had the synth itself giving us a melody. The melody in the synth might be our actual motif. Motif being the smallest version of your musical idea, the seed, the essence from which everything else comes from. So we're having the melody and we're having the vocals doing something fairly rare, which is backing vocals, doing the accompaniment instead of being the lead. And we are having, of course, the melody immediately being sequenced. Sequencing being another sequencing being a way that you can develop your material in which you repeat a melodic idea just from a different starting point, right? So in this case, we're having like a downwards going melody, and you're just repeating the same melody for from a different starting point, right? So we're having something like that, you know, like the melody is just descending. It might be arpeggiated. Let me hear a bit more. There's the drums. There's the oh, and we have another synth. Ooh. Oh yeah, and we bring in the funk. So, this one we are engaging in the genre of funk over here. We have broken into a groove. Groove is an older term. This came up in the 70s because of funk, and groove is a very specific thing. Groove is when you have the drums doing something, the bass doing something else, your instrument doing something else. So right now we have this synth that is kind of playing violins, kind of not, doing this syncopated melody, right? So syncopation is when you play against the beat. And it's very simple. We're playing against the drum beat or against the metronome, and we're having something like that. It sounds like some city pop stuff. Like you can hear kind of like the Britney Spears from this. Not enough funk in the stream, probably. So we're having that, but the concept of groove is every individual stem, every individual part of this is playing something completely different. That if you were to isolate any of the individual elements, it would be difficult to tell that they are playing the same thing. However, all of these different, seemingly unmatching elements playing together just come together so incredibly nicely, which is where the concept of groove comes from. You have this, and of course it just sounds good. Like, it just works, right? Like, it actually just works. Groove, of course, being the 1970s term for what nowadays we call vibe. It's the same thing, it's just that groove is the term that was used then, and as is tradition when it comes to music, the first term being used is often the term that sticks, which is why most of the terms that we have are going to be in Italian, because that's where they were first developed, in Italian and in Latin. That's why we have stuff like crescendo, we have stuff like accelerando, or ritardando. You know, all of these Italian terms come from the fact that during the Baroque and classical period, most of this, diminuendo, crescendo, sostenuto, what else? Staccato, pizzicato, arco, collegno, all of these different elements came from Italy because Latin used to be the lingua franca, the people that just had everything. And just because the original language had it, and and I was gonna talk about James. I like her design. So yeah, let's see where this goes. So now we're having. So yeah, now we're having a combination of the vocals singing part of the accompaniment, and it's taking out in a variation of the motif that we had before. This reminds me a lot of Persona music. We've done a couple of Persona songs, and they remind me a lot of this style. I mean, it's funk, right? So it just reminds me of it. Yep, the drums are doing the thing. Is there a guitar? Let me hear a bit more. Yeah, there's a guitar there. The bass doing everything. All right. Who was this made by? Who composed this? Who composed this? Because it sounds very familiar. So yeah, we're having really cool. Raylan says, welcome today. How you doing? I'm doing fantastic. How are you? So yeah, we're having now. Structurally, this would be a song. We are singing La La La, Ghost Final and Poly. Maybe, yeah, probably. They might be using the same Vocaloid, because we talked like a few months ago. I helped Isaac Wolf with a track, and the melody was familiar, the laws were familiar, because that's just how he'll do the thing. The flu. Oh, a lot of people have been catching the flu, so take good care of yourself. Hot chocolate with Nutella and honey, and then just put on all your clothes that you have in your closet and sweat it out. It's gonna be miserable and disgusting, and then next morning you're gonna be just fine. So yeah, structurally speaking, this is a song. So far, there are no lyrics. We are just singing laws. This is very unusual. This is very unusual. We could have some lyrics coming in afterwards, but we are having this a song as opposed to an instrumental, right? An instrumental will usually have a lot more attention to these details. I knew that this was going to be sung because we have the vocals and everything. I was not expecting this to go in last. So what we had, structurally speaking, we had an intro with all the stuff. Now we would be in verse number 1. Verse is going to be one of the two main components, one of the two main sections of your songs, right? Verse and chorus. Verse is going to be like your baseline floor level of intensity, chorus being the high ceiling level of intensity, right? Usually in the verse, you would have as many lyrics as possible. The melodies would not be as climactic. Chorus, you would have, the way I put it, right? Verse is lyrics over music, and chorus is music over lyrics. And since we're doing laws, we don't have to worry about lyrics. So, let's see where it goes. Fast Welcome today goes forward. So as you can hear, there are the violins and the other synths are gone. Right now it's just the drums, bass, guitar, and vocals. It does seem to me that They might have wanted to put lyrics here, but the deadline happened and they were like, you know what? Just leave it with the laws. Just leave it with the laws. It's good and it's good. It's good. This sounds nice. And no lyrical analysis this time. Nice change of pace. I know I can't read. So the last fit the groovy funk sound, especially because in funk it's so common to just have a bunch of improvisation happening. So it fits. It fits not having right now in my head canon I just have Ghost Final and Poly Blue completely panicking about the deadline and saying okay fuck it, no lyrics. So it's very vibey, it's very groovy. Yes, yeah, very groovy. Entire section reference for 90s music, city pop and pop and funk and all that jazz, like Mirage from the past. All right, let's see where this goes. You do lyrical analysis? No, I don't. So yeah, it's like okay, so the laws are happening. This is surreal, like a freaking Mirage. I don't analyze lyrics. No, I can't read. The laws are sung as if there were lyrics. Like we have the syllables being sung in the laws. Like usually when you have these kinds of melodies, you only have the overall outline of the melody. So you know la 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 la, and then you can bring in the lyrics, and then you separate the rhythm in your individual syllables, and then there's where you get the repetition. But right now we're not doing that. We are giving the actual syllables divisions with no lyrics. This is so fun. This is insane, dude. This is insane. I was not expecting that. And GC, welcome today. How you doing? This is awesome. This is awesome. I can't read, says while reading the chat. Yeah. I mean, I can read. I just can't read, okay? So yeah, let's see where this goes. Is there very hard lyrics? Okay, there you go. We have this, so yeah, we're still, I think, at the chorus. No. This verse, and now we're going to the chorus. Chorus. We bring in the synths and the counter melody. Man. The camera angle, don't worry about it. Oh my god. Oh, this is the bride. No, this is bride. Okay, so now we switch from chorus to what sounds to be maybe a bridge. A bridge is going to be, if the verse is floor level, the chorus is ceiling level of intensity, bridge is basement level. The idea is that you go from floor to ceiling to basement back to the ceiling so that the distance covered between the basement and the ceiling is greater than the distance covered from the floor to the ceiling. And, oh my god. There has to be a Japanese version of it. Lalilulelo. So, I'm just blown away by the fact that okay, so yeah, we have a PGR player here who's clarified that usually these don't have lyrics because they're meant to be played in the background as background music. So it plays in so many ways. It fits in so many ways. It fits the character of the game. It fits the purpose of the music. And it saves so much time, because lyric writing can be very difficult. Like, that's my weakest point when it comes to music. Lyrics and vocals, like lyric writing and choral arrangements, those are my two weakest points. Like, I suck at those so bad. It takes me forever to figure out anything decent for those. So, yeah, just coming up with this is this is a paradigm shift for me, okay? This is just a paradigm shift moment for me. You can't just do this. You can't just do this and actually get away with it. All right, let's see where this goes, because this is, oh my god. Let's see. The composers were probably on something. Yeah, a deadline. Probably. Oh my god. You're seeing, yeah, like this is a huge moment of it's very eye-opening for me. So yeah, let's hear this goes. Alright, and we're going to a bridge, a break. So we go to a break that mirrors the intro with kind of like a solo thing. And... oh, and we switch it up. We switch it up to like waking up. Yeah, it wakes up. We're bringing you the heavy EDM now. All right. Okay, so we completely shift. We shift styles altogether. We take the structure of the song that we were in, we toss that out the window, we take a 90-degree turn, and we shift over to a breakdown slash dropping of the beat drop. Now, what is a breakdown? The breakdown is heavy metal's version of dropping the beat. This is a combination of dropping the beat and the breakdown. We had a quick build-up, and we have, like, rhythm-wise, this is more like a breakdown, because the breakdown is usually, you have a heavy guitar doing something rhythmic with the drums doing its thing. The beat drop, you know, it's more like in the dubstep thing, where you're bringing the whoop-whoop kind of bass to this. We're not getting much whoop out of this. It just feels as heavy as a beat drop. So yeah, we take all of this, we kind of just cross it out, and we get this, man, it kind of sounds like Doom Eternal. Yes, Doom Eternal heavily relies on breakdowns. Mick Gordon is brilliant at the art of breakdowns, and he uses a lot of breakdowns. So that's probably why it sounds like Doom Eternal, because that would be most likely, if you play video games, that's going to be most likely where you hear breakdowns from. Because I can name you like 7 songs off the top of my head that have different breakdowns. Right, like I can probably give you 7 different songs from different bands, nothing to do with video games, that have breakdowns. Not much in this sense, because this is more like on the industrial electronic side. So I would not be able to do breakdowns slash beat drops. There's something that you would see more in industrial music. But yeah, so yeah, let's just see where this goes, because now we're having this. Let's see. Oh. And the bass is kind of doing a variation of the initial motif. There we go. Oh, and we have a melody mirroring that initial motif as well, doing what is called an elongation. Elongation is another way that you can develop your material with, in which you slow down something, relatively speaking, right? Like, you're not slowing down the entire ensemble, you're slowing down one element. What are we slowing down in this case? The melody alone. While we're having this beat drop breakdown, we are having the original melody, a variation of the original melody, elongated, adapted to this scale, and in general, this is just awesome. Let's see where this goes. Repeating. Well, we have this. How are you gonna end this? And all right, we bring it to one last note. And with that, there you have it. The sound, the energy dissipates. And there you have it. Wake from the Mirage, from the Punishing Grey Raven soundtrack. What a way of breaking conventions in so many ways and getting away with it so well. This is insanely good. Being able to pull something like this off. That's 2 in a row today that we are seeing so many just conventions and common practices broken. Because usually if you want vocals, you're going to have a singer, you're going to have lyrics for that. Usually you're going to want to have, intro, verse, chorus, or somewhere in between. You don't want your form to be too slow. This is relatively slow for a 3-minute song. You don't just change genres 2/3 into your song, but we did it anyway. You don't just replace your lyrics with laws, but we did it anyway. You don't just do so many things that happened here, but we did it anyway. And it worked. It just goes to show how in music there are so many things that we believe to be as rules that are just more common practices. That the more, if you do it this way, the more likely it is to sound good. And there you go. That was so insane. That was so, like, this was very eye-opening to me. So there you go. 2 minutes was one track, the third minute was another, and it still remained, and it stayed consistent. Like, it stayed consistent. This was the last part, like, there's probably gonna be more lore into this as well. So yeah, incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. Once again, everybody, this has been a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician and composer, and my objective here has been to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what's happened here, musically. So, if you're watching this on the YouTube video archive thing, thank you for watching. Make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever term you want to use. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member. Once again, everybody, don't forget to join the Discord server. That's where everything gets announced first, whether it is the streams going live, the videos going up in the channels, updates, projects, whatever it is, it all gets announced there first. Of course, that's where we have the community, where we hang out, we chat, we steal memes from other people's servers, claim them as our own, and of course where I host the Vintage Story game server. It's kind of like Minecraft. It used to be a Minecraft mod, now it's a stone standalone game. I love it. That's why I'm hosting the server. So, linked in the description, go join the Discord or become a member of our community. Also, share these videos with your friends, with your families, with your family's friends, with your friends' families. Those are two very distinct concepts, by the way. With your online and offline communities, go share these videos with everybody that you know. Also, use the hype function on YouTube. We have a group on the Discord that coordinates for that. Linked in the description. Go join the community. Another reason, go coordinate. Artists, musicians, or otherwise on YouTube or elsewhere. Ghost Final, Polyblue Vanguard, or anybody else out there. This is an open invitation. If you want any of my musical skills for any of your projects, whether it's my guitars, Mongolian throat singing, go to kind of thing, regular singing, voice acting, if you want help figuring out something for your composition, whatever it is, reach out, let me know, let's work together, let's make stuff. And if you're in the audience and you know somebody that could benefit, reach out, let them know. Please do not harass anyone, please do not spam anyone, be cool about things, don't be a rat. Members get early access to the content. I schedule the videos for the week on Saturdays, and if you're a paid member on YouTube, regardless of your tier, you get access to the videos when I schedule them, at least for the LFAs. So become a member today. If you want to listen to this without me interrupting every 3.5 seconds, I'll be linking in the description down below. If you want to request a song and you're not on the live stream, check the pinned comment on this video. It has the instructions on what to do. If you are on the live stream, you can go ahead and start requesting for the next round. If you want to catch the streams when they happen live, we aim from Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Central European Time. We stream live on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick so that you can tune in from whichever platform you prefer. Again, 6 p.m. Central Europe. If you're not in Europe, do not worry. We have the full up-to-date streaming schedule showing in your local time zone in both Discord and Twitch. So if you live in Bantayan and you're like, yeah, but what time is 6 p.m. in Hungary? I don't live there. Do not worry. Just go to Discord or Twitch and it's going to show in your local time zone. And follow the gaming channel. I have a gaming channel because of course I have a gaming channel. I'm on YouTube. What else could I possibly have? Games are a bastard. That's where I put the gaming after show recordings when they happen. Recorded live during the main channel's after show. And the recordings go here. Linked in the description or just search on YouTube. Same username as James R. Basterd. Just swap the J for a G and you got it. And yeah, there you have it. Wake from the Mirage, Punishing Grey Raven. What a journey that was, dude. That was incredible. Eye-opening indeed. Really good stuff. But yeah, let's move on.